Machio has been doing well. Having wondered how he was faring, I decided to observe him. I am God. The salvation of souls is part of my job. However, even God makes mistakes, and I, in my folly, have mistakenly bestowed a life of suffering fit for a sinner upon an innocent man. Interfering after someone has started their life is against the rules. So, in an attempt to make up for what I'd done, I gave him a chance at a second life per his wishes. However, isn't this forest in a dangerous area filled with wicked, nasty monsters? I'm pretty sure it's called the Forest of Death. He was thrown in there all alone and told to sustain himself by farming. What kind of twisted game is this? I need to call him back right away. But no, I just said that would be an infraction of the rules. There's a chance he'll find his way back here again as a soul. If that happens, I hope he accepts my apology. Even God makes mistakes.
So me having used the almighty farming tool for a while, I've been able to learn several things. First, there are the crops that I was able to grow without planting any seeds. There's potatoes, onions, tomatoes, and cabbage, as well as others. It's no coincidence that these are the exact plants I was thinking about while I was tilling the land earlier. If I imagine the plants I want to grow while using the almighty tool, those seeds become sowed in the ground. When I looked for proof so that I could put this theory to the test, here's what happened. I wanted something that I'd be able to identify as soon as it sprouted, so I thought about soybeans while I was tilling. That's exactly what I got. I'm sure these will continue growing into soybeans. For now, I'll just sit back and watch. Crops I plant with the almighty farming tool grow very quickly. Actually, sometimes they grow so fast I find myself thinking, oh crap! These potatoes, for example, turned green when the sun was hitting them. If my memory serves correctly, potato sprouts are poisonous. I'm too afraid to try eating these. To prevent this from happening again, I think it's best to put a little mound of soil near the plant's base. I didn't have any idea about crops in my previous life, but I'm sure the farmers had all kinds of knowledge they learned from their experiences. My only option now is to press on and learn from my mistakes. Anyways, the only reason I'm able to live a life of farming here is by the grace of the gods. That's why I decided to make some statues of them. The one on the left is supposed to be the god with jurisdiction over agriculture. It feels like things are getting more civilized here. Thank you, gods. I'm living a very primitive lifestyle here. Today's lunch is a stew made from rabbit meat and super fresh farm-to-table vegetables grown without any pesticides. In other words, I just boiled stuff. I have no seasoning. Organic. Plus, the meat from the animals is a lot easier to eat if I drain the blood as soon as I kill them. The dogs like eating the meat from properly drained animals as well. Sometimes I worry that I've spoiled them. Oh well, as long as they're enjoying it, then it's fine. I wish I had some salt, though. I decided to try my hand at something new. I know it's hard to tell now, but I planted some fruit-bearing trees here. If it goes well, my diet will instantly improve. But they say fruit trees take years to bear fruit, so I'll need patience. I'm prepared to wait as long as I need to. Go! That's a good boy. Aren't you a super smart one? Life with the dogs is really fun. The loneliness might have been unbearable if I didn't have them here. A horn? Well, I am in a different world. I guess dogs have horns here? They're all waiting their turn. There's another thing that having the dogs here really helps out with. They can travel through the forest without getting lost. Thanks to that, I can explore even further into the forest. And eventually... Whoa! I found a river that could act as a source of water. There's a little waterfall upstream that raises the river up a level. I can dig out a path for that water to run to my home. It's a 30-minute walk, so I have to do a lot of digging. But it'll be fine if I chip away at it. I figured I'd be away from home for a while, so I built myself a toilet at the site. Nice and civilized. Yay! I turned the almighty farming tool into a wheelbarrow. I don't tire out at all while using the almighty farming tool, so now I can travel around without getting tired and speed up construction. I think I need to fix the roads first. back at the home base, I've cleared out more of the forest and continued expanding my crop fields. I'm growing oilseed crops, so I can harvest their oil. Wheat. It's easy to preserve, and I can use it for all kinds of different stuff. Sugarcane, because I want something sweet. By the way, those bean sprouts grew into soybeans before I knew it. I wanted to eat some edamame, but I need salt to make it, and I don't have any. I wonder if there's any rock salt around here. Farming life in another world. How long has it been since I started living here? One day it started to get cold. Honestly, it's too cold to be in these clothes now. I can see snow on the mountains in the distance. Wonder how cold the winters get here. I need to do something to prepare for the cold. I tried to use the pelts from the giant rabbits, but they smelled awful. I was worried that they would start rotting, so I gave up on them. I guess my only option is to light a fire and stay inside. I need to gather firewood and food for the winter. A giant black seat cushion? Wait, is that a spider? Whoa! What? This looks like some really nice cloth. Is it a handkerchief? They even embroidered it. That's amazing. Thank you. After that, the spiders started living up in the giant tree. And their favorite food is potatoes. It's not just cloth. They can even make clothes really well. They actually turned the animal pelts I'd given up on into some nice stuff. I can handle the cold with this. Bedding stuffed with leaves? Curtains that block the wind? Just having stuff made from cloth has made this place much more civilized. By the way, I gave the spider a name. Based on my first impression, I called them Zabuton. Now I have someone else living here. Winter finally arrived. It's gotten pretty cold outside, but thanks to the preparations I made, I'll make it through fine. The dogs are all cozy inside. Zabuton might be hibernating because they haven't come down from the tree lately. It snows here, but thankfully it doesn't pile up too much. If this region got heavy snowfall, it would have already flattened my hut. I am still a little worried, though. The food stored ahead of time should be enough to last. I don't have any real problems living here now, but I do wish I had some salt. For some reason, I've been feeling really lonely lately. Man, it's cold. How long has it been since I've gotten to talk to someone? At this rate, I might forget how to talk. Eventually, the cold started to ease up. The snow began to melt, and before long, it felt like spring. Around that time, something was happening with the puppies. They all entered the forest. It was time for them to leave the nest. Seeing them all grown up brought me some joy, and some sadness. As I found myself getting lost in those thoughts, they came back a few days later. Apparently, they had all gone looking for partners. I wonder if he got into a fight with a rival. It's not easy being a dog. And there was one more surprise. After not seeing them for a while, Zabuton showed up with a bunch of kids. I guess she was a female. Well, this is all good news. Everyone has a bigger family now. To be honest, I'm jealous. And so there were more mouths to feed. That meant it was time to expand my crop fields. That's... Zabuton's ringing the alarm? Is something nasty headed this way? Kuro led me into the middle of the forest. Meeting someone new is always a surprise. That's definitely a little girl. Why is she in the middle of the forest? Why is she in this condition? Hey, wait!
Help me, oh please, sir!
We can understand each other, okay? I'm not sure what's going on here. But it's been a long time since I've heard someone else's voice. She grew?
Thank you for saving me.
Who the heck is she? Is she a monster or something dangerous like that? She got small again. So are you maybe my enemy? Something like that? Are you here to do us harm?
I'm not! So stop sicking your giant dogs on me!
But you sucked my blood just now.
I'm sorry, but I just couldn't help it. It's because of all your scary guard dogs! Come on, stop it!
Well, she seems harmless enough. According to her, us meeting was a complete coincidence. And the reason she sucked my blood was to recover her strength. She said that she used too much energy and couldn't maintain her body form or her clothes anymore. Why did they all even attack her in the first place?
I thought I was strong enough to take on one of them at least.
Okay then, so she was the one who attacked first. That said, I felt bad at how hard they'd beaten her up. So I offered to let her suck some more of my blood so that she could recover.
Huh?
It feels like she's sucking a lot of my blood, but I don't feel any effects from it. Is this another one of the perks of a healthy body?
I've never tasted blood so full of pure vitality. You must be living a really healthy life. What?
Aren't you smaller than last time?
Huh? But if I suck any more, your life will be in danger.
Don't worry about it. Take as much as you want.
Okay. I can't believe there's a place like this in the middle of this forest. Are all of these crops in this field you're doing? Oh, I've never seen this plant before. Ooh, what's this? The one here with the red fruit. They're really very pretty, so are they decorative plants?
They're tomatoes. You've not seen one?
I haven't. This is the first.
I see. I guess they aren't normal here. Let's see, which one looks good? Here. Wanna try?
You can eat them straight off the vine like that? The texture is definitely strange, but it tastes wonderful.
It really is nice to hear someone praise your work.
Hey then, is it okay if we see your other crops?
Sure.
I never thought I'd ever be able to learn about so many new species in a single day.
I guess that thing is magic. Makes sense since I'm in a different world. Her name is Lula Lucy. She's a vampire. Well, she already sucked my blood, so I shouldn't really be surprised now. She said that she's doing research on medicinal plants. And the reason she came to this forest was...
I got into a fight with some nobles. They were trying their best to steal my research away from me. After I ran away, they sent a real pain in the ass to chase me down. I decided it would be best for me to lay low somewhere until things cooled off. and that's when I heard about this forest. I thought it might help with my research as well, but I never thought this. I wonder how many days it'll take me to inspect everything here. It's all so very intriguing. Well, I guess I did almost totally get wiped out earlier. This place sure does live up to its savage reputation.
His reputation?
Oh, you don't know? But you live here.
Yeah.
And you tamed all those wild beasts with you.
I'm not really sure what you're talking about.
Anyways, about that magic you're using to farm, I've never seen a technique used to create stuff like that. Is that some kind of magic tool?
A magic tool, huh? Maybe.
Oh, what a crazy day it's been. You know, I've lived a long life, but I suppose that there are still a lot of things left for me to learn.
She's right. It's been a day of surprises. I can't believe I met her. Come to think of it, I don't know if something like this will ever happen again.
Hey, are you planning on continuing to live here? If you are, would it be alright if I came to visit again?
I have a request.
Huh?
If it's alright with you, would you stay here with me?
What? I would be awfully grateful if I could stay here to work on my research a little bit longer, but don't you think...
I want you to live here with me. I want you here forever.
Do you mean you want...
Exactly!
Ah! Wait, hold on a second. I mean, this is all just so very sudden.
I don't want to let this chance get away.
But I'd be putting your life in danger. There are some bad people who are after me.
So, I don't care.
And also, I'm available.
I don't care! I'm surprised myself. I've never been good with other people. The reason I came here was to be alone, away from people. But living alone? I don't know how many more years I can handle that.
Okay, fine. I'm okay with it, but it's just all so sudden.
So then...
Then what? I'm okay with living here. It's not like I have anywhere else to go.
Really?
But we really have only just met each other.
We can get to know each other while we're living here together.
It's just so sudden. Well, I mean, it was such a sudden proposal.
A proposal?
You told me to stay and live here with you, right?
Oh, it's lonely here. I thought it'd be nice if you were here too.
Yeah, but when you asked me to be with you forever, that's what you meant, isn't it? You're getting embarrassed now?
No, it's just... Okay, so I proposed.
Is that not what you meant?
It is! It is exactly what I wished for! I implore you!
Stop! All right already! Come on. I told you okay now, didn't I?
Yay! Thank you!
I told you, you're moving too fast! Good morning.
Good morning. I never thought a simple greeting could make me so happy. Why did you get small again?
It's for my protection. You won't try to touch me as long as I look like this, right?
Yeah, I'll restrain myself.
So what is it you're working on now?
Well, I was thinking of trying to grow some sweet potatoes next.
Oh?
They're easy to prepare and eat, and since we have more people here... That's right. You're the first person to move in here. That makes you the first villager.
What do you mean? This is a village?
Well, it's still not at that level. You guys were living here first, weren't you? Then there's Zabuton and her family. She's got a bunch of kids. So really, that makes you about the 30th villager.
What kind of title is that? Does it matter now? I wanted to ask, do you think we can grow some of my medicinal herbs in this field?
I think we might be able to do that. Let's try it and find out.
Great! to find some way to get the seeds.
Actually, we don't need any seeds.
Huh? We don't?
vampires really don't like mornings, do they? But still, having Lou living here with me has helped out in all sorts of ways.
That should do it. We should be set for lights now.
Wow, that's so amazing.
But all I did was basic magic. This dish really has a mild flavor to it. Do you prefer not to use salt when cooking your meals?
Nope, I just don't have any.
Huh?
There's no salt. I've been looking for a while, but I can't find any. I'm at the point where I'm about to... That's a pretty intense look on your face.
Well, of course it is. Right here. This is mostly salt. We can dissolve some, then boil it. Did you not notice while you were digging? That's a pretty intense look on your face. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
What are we doing today?
Let me see. I was planning to check on the fruit trees.
Okay. First I'm going to get washed up, and then I'll head over there. Look at these. Did you transplant them here?
Yeah, they need more time to grow than the vegetables. I tried oranges and peaches this time. I might try chestnuts next time.
Oh, I can't wait to try those once they're harvested.
By the way, the herb tea that Lou makes is pretty good, but I want to drink green tea. If I remember correctly, oolong tea and black tea are all made from processing the same leaves. What is it this time?
Please forgive my behavior! I understand that I was wrong for attacking you first.
I've seen this situation play out before.
Help! Anyone please rescue me! Don't let them hurt me!
Okay. Are you all right?
Yes, I think so.
Wow, that's amazing. It's nice to be able to use magic, huh?
So this is where you were hiding out, Lucy! Stop resisting and come in quietly, or I'll have to...
Hey!
Jeez, I can't believe you hid in this forest of all places. Well, a lot of stuff happened. That was an awful experience back there. I know. They did that to me, too. To you as well? Yeah, they're pretty ruthless. Magic doesn't affect them much, plus they dodge spells. Fighting them is a death sentence? Yeah.
They seem to have a shared experience.
By the way, who is this person? Oh,
I'm Hira.
Oh, this person is... Well, he's my husband. Your husband? You and Lucy are a couple?
What? Yeah?
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, I'm Hiraku. Her husband. That's the first time she's called me that.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Tia, and as you can see, I'm an angel.
An angel? So, that means you serve God, right?
It's nothing that important. They're just a race of warriors that have more muscles than brains. How rude! There was a brief time period when we were an object of worship, you know.
So why is an angel like you chasing down Lou?
There's a bounty on her for all of the damage she caused from one of her rampages.
There's an actual bounty on your head?
Well, yeah, there was an annoying noble who kept forcing me to make medicine and drugs for them. They were so incessant with their demands that I felt the need to teach them a little. There's nothing little about it! She spends all her time researching strange medicines and concoctions, and then as soon as something bothers her, she starts blowing everything up. That's the problem. Stop making it sound like I've done that multiple times! There was just one accident! Regardless, the fact remains you besmirched the honor of a noble. Do you have any idea
They
just
seem
how
to get along
insanely high
pretty
your
well.
bounty is? Well, I do think I may have gone a little too far with that. I'm surprised you're willing to admit that. So anyways, the reason I ended up here is because I was running from Tia. After all, she is stronger than I am, but only by a little bit. Wow, Lucy, I'm amazed you really have changed. You never used to be the kind of person who would freely admit to having any weaknesses. Yeah, well, I felt firsthand just how weak I really was. I see. Fighting that many should be against the rules. Yeah. Now, putting that stuff aside, do you want to live here too? What? Live here with you two? Yes, with us. Right?
I guess.
I'll show you around the crop fields and stuff. I'm sure you'll love it here as much as I do. Let's get going, okay? Yeah. Look. These are the crop fields. We grow lots of vegetables here. Wow. And this is our orchard. We have a lot of different kinds of fruit growing. Oh. This is... Sabaton! Yeah, that's about what I expected.
Maybe she doesn't like spiders.
Hey! We're about to go and harvest some crops. Come with us. It's a whole lot of fun. Okay. Did you plant all this stuff yourself, Hiraku?
Yeah,
I helped a little too.
we really needed some more hands. So thank you.
What? You expect me to do farm work around here too? Of course. Come on. Why does an angel like me have to get their hands dirty?
Okay then, let's get started with the cabbage. There, you see? Give it a try, just like that.
Sure. These are heavy cabbages, huh?
Want to taste it? Here. Well, all I did was tear up some cabbage leaves and sprinkle salt.
It's delicious, really.
I'm glad.
Wow, I never knew fresh vegetables tasted so great.
Yeah, and the ones you actually grow yourself taste even better.
I think you're right about that. I think that's enough for today.
Yeah, that's a good amount.
That was pretty exhausting. It's nice to have so much, but harvesting them all is hard work.
Oh man, if only.
It's delicious. This red vegetable you call a strawberry is so sweet and tart.
It sure is.
This farming work is a lot more fulfilling than I ever expected it to be. You had fun today, right? Yes. Well, then that settles it. You're going to live here with us, right? Well, Right? Come on. My body won't be able to handle everything if it's just myself. Excuse me? What do you mean by that? Tia, I have to say this farming work really does suit you well. Was that supposed to be a compliment? Of course it was. Very well then, I guess we'll just have to leave it at that for now. More importantly, Hiraku, can we make a lot more strawberries?
I really wish that we could, but even if we expanded the crop fields, we couldn't keep up with all the harvesting. I think we're operating at maximum capacity.
Yeah, we really could use some more help around the farm. You can just work extra hard to make up the difference. What about you? Are you sure you haven't been slacking off?
I really don't think she is. Besides, if we grow too much of everything, then it's likely we won't be able to finish eating everything that we harvest. Huh? Oh, it's the new puppies. Their horns are already coming in. Good boy. Kuro and Yuki's children had children of their own. They've become quite a large family of dogs. Before long, the puppies will leave and find partners of their own.
Does that mean we'll have even more puppies later?
Now that you mention it, that hut isn't going to be big enough. And so, we decided to build a dog area next to the orchard. It looks kind of like a horse stable, but I'd like to think that it turned out well. I still haven't come up with names for the next generation after Kuro-1 and his siblings. I want to give them names, but there's just so many of them that it's hard to come up with something for everyone. On the other hand, Zabutan's children... What is it? Are riding the wind and starting a new journey. I guess they're all leaving. I was planning on turning the orchard into their new home. Oh well. It looks like some of them are still staying behind with us.
Hey! I'm going to step out for a while, too.
You're also going off somewhere and leaving us?
No, I won't be gone for too long, promise. Now then.
I wonder where she's going.
Well, she'll be back before you know it.
You think so? Farming life?
In another
world. A few days later, Tia came back just like Lou said she would. And she brought a bunch of girls with her. So you're elves?
We're high elves, but you can call us elves if you like.
What's the difference?
Please introduce yourselves, everyone. I'm Leah. I'm Leaf. I'm Leecott. I'm Lise. I'm Lily. I'm Lita. I'm Lise.
You're all Lee.
You mean that our names all have Lee? We have similar names because we come from the same family. We came here after Tia suggested that we all move here. Please let us all live here with you.
Well,
The truth is, they all share a very sad and depressing backstory. They all used to live in a village far up into the north. But most of their people were wiped out after they got dragged into the war of the humans. Their race was scattered, and since then they've been wandering the land looking for a place they could settle down and call home. Until now, we've been traveling through the woods trying to do what we can to get by. And without a place to settle down, it will be impossible to repopulate our race. We ask that you help us. Please help us! You can count on them to be excellent workers. I implore you to help them as well. I think it's a good idea for you to accept. I've heard the High Elves are a very talented race. I imagine you're all still pretty young, right? I'm the oldest one within our group. I'm just over 400. I'm the youngest one in the group, and I'm about 300.
I can't tell they're 100 years apart.
So, what do you think? Fine, right, Hiraku?
Well, we have a lot of different roommates here, but if you all promise to get along, then it's fine.
Thank you for letting us stay. By the way, who are the other roommates staying here? This is Sabutan. And these here are the ducks. Yeah, that's about how I expected it to go.
The number of people living here went up suddenly, so we needed a place for them to stay. Leah said the 7 of them all wanted to live together, so we decided to build them one big house. First, we started with the ditch and the wooden fence. Then we made them their own toilet and garbage disposal area.
That was an unbreakable tree that's harder than steel. He caught it like nothing.
When it comes to construction, they know more than I do. And they're all really handy, too. I even got to learn a lot about how to process lumber and fit the logs together from them. I just followed their orders. I focused on digging holes, leveling the ground, and gathering lumber for them. It took us 10 days, and then...
It's finally done.
Yeah.
That's amazing. It's so much nicer than our little hut, isn't it? It really is.
Jealousy.
Is he sulking? It looks like it.
But now I've learned it. Their technique.
Oh.
It might be a good idea to try rebuilding the little hut we've been sleeping in. The house is shaped like a rectangle that stretches from east to west. Just past the entranceway, there's a large living room that doubles as a dining room. It's a place to work on things together, or where they can all eat. Sitting on both the left and right sides of the living room are storage rooms. The living room is an open design that covers the first and second floors. The lighting is done with magic, and the second floor room sits on top of the storage rooms. The second floor is where their individual rooms are. I hope that this can become a home where they feel safe and at peace.
like they've all gotten used to settling down here. Yeah, the vegetable harvesting seems to be going great.
Yeah. They're eating raw garlic they just picked? That's pretty wild. Huh? You use fire and you eat meat too?
Yeah, of course we do.
Whenever I think of elves, I think of a race that lives in the woods and is one with nature and hates fire and stuff.
Where'd you get that silly idea?
Am I wrong?
How is anyone supposed to live without having the use of fire?
Like I said, one with nature.
How exactly?
Well, you see, you wake up with the sunrise, you go to sleep when it sets, you eat fruit from the trees, and you love the forest trees, and you refuse to wear anything made of metal.
Excuse me, Hiraku.
Huh?
Don't misjudge how harsh nature is. If you tried living like that in the forest, you would surely die right away.
I see then.
Good.
They really are hardcore survivalists.
By the way, if it's okay, as thanks for letting us all live here, we were planning on doing some mining and blacksmithing work for you.
Huh? You can do that?
We can. I'd like to start by building a furnace that can melt iron.
I always imagined the dwarves handled the blacksmithing. I guess that's different in this world. Following Leah's instruction, they put together a smithing workstation. They put charcoal and iron sand taken from the river into the earthen furnace and heated up. Then they hammered the melted iron to process it. This is amazing! We're advancing!
Thank you very much.
You can really do everything, can't you?
Well, yeah. That tends to happen when you spend 200 years wandering without a home.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The only things we couldn't do were settle down and finally reproduce.
Well, we already took care of one of those. I thought it would be for the best if I didn't say anything about the second thing she mentioned. I'm really happy you guys all came to live here.
Me too. I'm happy to hear that you feel that way about us, Hiraku.
Let's stop here for today.
Excuse me. I'm pretty sure I saw a wheat field out over there, is that right?
Yeah, we have a wheat field, but we already processed and harvested it into flour to store.
If it's all right with you, I would like to bake some bread for everyone.
Some bread? Yes, please, go ahead!
Ah!
Wait, what's that?
If you use the stuff in here, it makes the bread rise up when it bakes. This is going to be wonderful!
That freshly baked bread tasted amazing!
This is delicious! It really is! We're all very happy to hear that you enjoy it. That's an understatement.
That jar must have had a natural yeast to make the bread rise inside of it. Now that we can bake bread, I'd like to expand the wheat fields. I might be late in asking, but does this land we're on belong to anyone?
You mean like this forest here?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone owns this plot of land or anything. But I guess it's under the control of the Demon Lord.
The Demon Lord?
Yeah.
That sounds terrifying.
Is there some sort of problem?
Well, it's just... Do you think the Demon Lord is going to have a problem with me building all these crop fields and stuff here?
Is that what you're worried about? Did you receive any kind of support when you started building all this?
No, not at all.
Then there's nothing to worry about. If you built this place all on your own, then the land belongs to you.
I guess that's how it works.
That's how it works. Hiraku is really full of surprises. He surprised me a lot at first, too. Not only did he tame all those inferno wolves by himself without causing any harm, but he tamed a demon spider, too. He's definitely special. And all these crops as well. Is the soil here really good enough to grow vegetables like this? Who knows? I never got to asking him. I'm pretty sure he has a very green thumb. That said, it's surprising how lacking he is in knowledge about the world. I know what you mean. He was saying that he thought elves were a race that didn't use fire or eat meat, that were one with nature. Are you serious? Not only that, but he didn't seem to know what angels were either. That goes a few steps beyond lacking knowledge. You're right.
Oh yeah, I haven't worked on building the waterway in a while. Maybe I'll ask Leah and the elves to help me out. There's lots of work to do tomorrow.